Today I'm going to be reviewing a lovely little game called Towncraft, which I played on the iPhone, but it's also available on iPad and on Mac. This is basically a crafty game. It starts off a lot like Minecraft, where you're dropped in a world and there are a variety of different maps. And what most people will start off doing is walking over to a tree and just punching the crap out of it. When you start punching a tree, you'll end up gathering some wood, and then you can get some other stuff to put together to end up building a town. You'll start off building your own house, and then you can start building crops. And crops are honestly probably the most stressful part of this game, where they can wither and die if you don't tend to them. But then there are a whole bunch of other things that come into the picture. You end up needing to hire people to work in your town so that you can continue making money. But with these people, you have to give them wages. So in order to pay them, you'll have to make something like bread or a cake to sell to wandering salespeople who will then give you money to pay your wages. If you're not producing enough goods, then the people in your town will leave and everything will crumble and die. Now, there is a huge issue with this game when it gets beyond the point that you've got a few people working for you and you've got a town that's fully functioning, is that the menu system can be extremely complicated. Nothing is in a recipe book and nothing is spelled out for you, so there are a lot of combinations of things or resources that you would put together that you would think would make a sword or an axe or something really specific that just don't work. So when it starts off simple, it ends up getting overly complex and a little bit jarring. You don't know where to go from a certain place and it can get really confusing. So for more hardcore players, a lot of people have been contributing to the wiki, and there are a lot of things that you can find on there, but it's still not fully fleshed out. So while this game is really, really enjoyable in its first few hours, it's a lovely, peaceful game where you're developing an awesome town to your liking, it can get very confusing and honestly a little bit stressful. All in all, I would recommend Towncraft to anyone who likes a crafting game, and also to people who are a little bit more hardcore and dedicated. You've been watching Button Bash, I'm Alana, and I'll see you guys next time.